Hello all the students, welcome to the online course of Matrix Methods of Structural Analysis. In previous video we have discussed the structural approach of sequence matrix method for continuous beam. In that we have also discussed the steps, that is the solution procedure using structural approach for beam, and also we have seen the compatibility equation AD equal to ADN plus A into B and meaning of each term. Now today in this video we will solve the one basic problem of continuous beam using structural approach. So here is the problem statement. Analyze the beam as shown in figure using structural approach of sequence matrix method. EI quantity is given constant. Here this beam is given. This is support A, support B and support C. Member AB is loaded with its 25 kN per meter UDF, span 6 meter. Member BC is loaded with point load at center, 100 kN, total span is 2 meter. Also, the EI term is given constant, but inertia for member AB and BC is varying. Inertia of member AB is given 2I and inertia for member BC is given I. So this is the problem statement. Now let us solve this problem using structure approach of sequence matrix method. So recall the step. The very first step, solution. Very first step is to calculate degree of freedom. So calculation of degree of freedom. So here, see the figure, problem statement figure. Three nodes are given: A, B, and C. A is fixed support, B roller support, C roller support. So here, as we know the fixed support, this fixed support, it has 0 degree of freedom. Support B has 1 degree of freedom, that is theta. So here at this support, theta B is the unknown, and also there is one more support at C. So here theta C. So total degrees of freedom are 2, that is theta B and theta C. So right here 2 degrees of freedom, theta B, theta C. Second step. Now second step, that is according to the compatibility equation which is given. Compatibility equation is AD equal to ADN plus K into B. So here we will go according to the matrices given here. So very first matrix it is AD. So we will calculate that AD matrix. Second step, that is calculation of this AD matrix. So AD matrix is what? Action corresponding to displacement in original structure. Action corresponding to the displacement in original structure. So here this AD matrix, it can be written as there are 2 degrees of freedom. AD matrix will contain 2 elements in column. Here it will contain 2 elements in column. The first element is corresponding to theta B and second element is corresponding to theta C. So here action corresponding to the first element. This first element which we have to write here, that is action corresponding to this displacement theta B, and we know action corresponding to theta B is moment at B point. So say in original structure at this B support, is there any moment given? No. So here you have to write that element as 0, corresponding to first unknown, theta B. Theta B is first unknown, theta C is second unknown. Now second element, that is action corresponding to this theta C. Action corresponding to theta C is moment at C point in original structure. So see this original structure, support C, is there any moment given? No. So here write 0. If any moment is given at B and C support, then that value you have to write with sign convention. Anti-clockwise positive, clockwise negative. So this AD matrix is completed. Now in third step we will calculate this next term, ADN. So here this ADL, it will also have the two elements, first corresponding to theta B, second corresponding to theta C. ADL is action corresponding to displacement in a restraint structure. In restraint structure. So here we have to draw the figure of restraint structure. So here I will draw beam AB, member AB and this member BC. AB subjected to UDL 25 kN per meter. BC subjected to point load 100 kN at center. This is a restraint structure, that means fixed end, fixed support at both the ends. Okay, so calculate the moments here. Because of UDL, the moment at A, WL square upon 12, moment at B, clockwise WL square upon 12. So that quantity is calculated as 25 into 6 square divided by 12, that is equal to 75. So 75 kilonewton meter, 75 kilonewton meter moment. Now reaction at A point and B point. So use summation of moment about A or B equal to 0 and summation Fy equal to 0. Using those two equations, you can calculate these reactions. So here using that 75 minus 75, they will cancel each other. After that, moment of this 25 about this point. So 25 into 6 into half distance 3 meter. 25 into 6 into 3 and moment of this RB into 6. So this divided by 6. 75. 75 kilonewton. 75 kilonewton. So that is the moment here. Sorry, reaction. Same calculation you have to do for second member also. So in second member, here that force is acting at center. So point load at center. So because of that, these fixed moments are WL divided by 8. 50 kilonewton meter at B and clockwise 50 kilonewton meter at B. Reaction at this point using summation of moment about A or B or C equal to 0 and summation Fy equal to 0, you will get these reactions as 100 divided by 2, 50 kilonewton, 50 kilonewton. Okay, this 50 and this 50 they will cancel each other and reaction are only because of this 100 kilonewton force. So do the calculation and calculate these reactions. 50 kilonewton, 50 kilonewton. Now both figures are completed. Writing moment and this reaction. Now write this ADL matrix. So similar to this matrix, we have to write the elements here. ADL, action corresponding to displacement in this restraint structure. So here this first element, action corresponding to theta B, second element, action corresponding to theta C. So here what you have to write, moment at B point in restraint structure. So see in restraint structure, moment at B point is this 75 minus 75. And also at B point for second member, this plus 55. Sorry, plus 50. So that is the element. These two are the actions corresponding to theta B in restraint structure. Second element, action corresponding to theta C, moment at C in restraint structure. So here is the restraint structure. See the support C, at support C, notice the moment at that point. So this is clockwise 50 minus 50. So here you will get your final stiffness, final ADL matrix, that is minus 75 plus 50 minus 25 and second element minus 50. ADL matrix from restraint structure. Now next, that is this K. So here step number 4, determination of stiffness matrix K. So as order of degree of freedom is 2. So order of this matrix will be 2 by 2. It will contain the elements as K11, 12, 21, 22. Order will be 2 by 2. 2 rows and 2 columns. So here we will calculate this. So for calculation of this stiffness matrix, let the 2 degrees of freedom equal to 1 in each step. That is, so to draw the figure when theta b equal to 1 and second when theta c equal to 1. So here to derive this, in this, let theta b equal to 1. Each degree of freedom 1 in each step you have to consider that. So when theta b equal to 1, this is your structure, member support A, B, C. So at this B point, you have to rotate this B point in positive direction, that means anti-clockwise direction. Theta B, you have to give the rotation at this point in anti-clockwise direction. So when you give the anti-clockwise rotation to this, so this member BC, it will be in this direction, it will rotate in this direction, okay, this way. So its shape will be somewhat this way. Support C, keep this as a fixed support. We are giving the rotation only at B point. Okay, so member BC will get rotated in this shape and continue that arrow because B is common to both members AB and BC. So AB will be also affected. So because of this anti-clockwise rotation, it will be in this direction. So here these two shapes are there. So we will draw the separate figures for the member AB and member BC. Member AB rotation, member BC when theta B is equal to 1. Theta B equal to 1. Theta B equal to 1. So because of giving the unit rotation, the stiffness that is generated here, 4 EI upon L, and at far A, 2 EI upon L. So calculate this stiffness. Similarly for BC member, the rotation is given at B point, so stiffness generated at this B point is 4 EI upon L, at far end 2 EI upon L. So for member AB, inertia is 2I and for BC it is I. So this you have to consider in this stiffness. Okay, so here you have to consider that 2I. Length of member is 6 meter, member AB it is of 6 meter and member BC is of 4 meter. So if you calculate this stiffness, that is 4 into 2, 8 EI upon L. Length of member is 6 meter. So 8 divided by 6, 1.333 EI. And half of this, that it will occur at the another point, that is 0.667 EI. Okay. After that, for next also you have to calculate for BC, EI is single I is given, so it will be simply 4 EI upon length. So 4 by 4, that will be equal to 1 EI, and here it will be 0.5 EI. Okay. So here now we will calculate only movements, not reaction. Okay, because our unknown are theta B, theta C, and In K matrix, what you have to write? Action corresponding to theta B, theta C. In all these equations, you have to write action corresponding to theta B and theta C, and they are in terms of moment only. Okay, only moment values we require here, not reaction value. In case if delta is unknown, in case if the problem is such that there is unknown in terms of translation delta, so action corresponding to delta is reaction. In that case, you have to calculate reactions at this place only. Okay, so right now we will calculate only moment and we'll stop here. Okay, so this is the figure when theta b equal to 1. Now second step, let second degree of freedom equal to 1, that is theta c equal to 1. So when theta c equal to 1, C point, it is only for member BC, not AB. So when C is rotated, it will affect only member BC. So here we will draw only member BC. Consider B point as it is here and here C point. So this C point, rotate it in a positive direction, anti-clockwise direction. So in anti-clockwise direction, when this member it is rotated, so it will go in a downward direction. This way, and that point B will be as it is. So here that amount is theta c equal to 1. And rotational stiffnesses are, rotation is given at theta b, so this rotational stiffness is 4 EI upon L. L is 4 meter, so 4 upon 4, that is 1 EI, and far end rotational stiffness is 2 EI upon L. So 2 upon 4, 0.5 EI. Okay, so here these two figures are completed. When theta b equal to 1, that time both members are rotated, and when theta c equal to 1, only one member that is affected. Okay, so next thing we have to write this stiffness matrix K, 4 elements. Okay, so here we will write that K equal to a matrix of order 2 by 2. There will be 2 rows and 2 columns which are corresponding to these degrees of freedom theta b, theta c. Okay, so write down for 2 columns their corresponding degree of freedom theta b, theta c, and similarly for rows, the first row corresponding to theta b, second row corresponding to theta c. Okay, so here this very first element which is corresponding to this theta b column and theta b row, it means here what you have to see, when theta b equal to 1, for this figure, when theta b equal to 1, in this figure, what is the action corresponding to this theta b? So see the figure, theta b equal to 1, action corresponding to theta b is moment. So at B point, when theta b equal to 1, in that figure, you have to see moment at B point, this moment. So this moment is equal to 1.333 EI, and also B point P is there in member BC. So that moment also you have to consider. At B point from member AB, at B point from member BC. So these two moments, 1.333 EI plus this 1 EI. So total moment, total element is 2.333 EI will take outside the matrix, which will be common to all elements. This is the first element corresponding to this theta b and this theta b. Now second member in this column. So this column theta b equal to 1. So that figure you have to see when theta b equal to 1. And the element that should be action corresponding to this theta c, that is moment c. Okay, moment at c. Action corresponding to theta c is moment at c. So in this figure, when theta b equal to 1, moment at c is 0.5 EI. So here write down that element, 0.5. Okay, so this column completed. Now second column that you have to refer for when theta c equal to 1. That means the second figure when theta c equal to 1. So first element, action corresponding to theta b. Action corresponding to theta b is moment at B. So when theta c equal to 1, in that figure, see the moment at B point, 0.5, write down here, 0.5. And second element under this column in theta 0. So when theta c equal to 1, in this figure, action corresponding to theta c, that is the moment at C point. Moment at C point is EI. So here that element is 1. EI is taken outside the matrix, common. So this is your final K matrix. Okay, that K matrix it is this one. Now last that is remaining, it is this D. So this D is unknown displacement matrix, that is which will contain these 2 degrees of freedom which are unknown, which need to be calculated here, theta B and theta C. So write the equation here. Step number 5, AD equal to ADL plus K into D. So write AD matrix, that is 0 0, ADL matrix minus 25 minus 50 plus K matrix EI 2.333, 0.5, 0.5, 1 and displacement theta B, theta C unknown. Okay. Now next, after this you can take this constant. Okay, this ADL matrix this side. So what will happen? This taking this term on this side, so that will be positive. I'll adjust here this 25 and this 50. Okay, this matrix it is taken that side. So I'll cancel this matrix and those numbers are written this side. So this 25 and 50 equal to EI into this matrix. Okay, so solve this matrix and get the values of theta B and theta C. So we will solve this. So in calculator, go in equation. There are only 2 unknowns, so press 2. So here this A1, that is, we have to write this first row of the matrix K matrix 2.33, 0.5 and the constant of that equation. So constant of that equation on equal to side it is this 25. Then second equation. So in second equation this row 0.5, 1 and constant of that equation is 50. So here is the value of theta B and theta C. So theta B is equal to 0. The first value theta B equal to 0 and second value theta C is equal to 50 upon EI. Don't forget this EI which is here. So after calculating that theta, this EI will be the denominator to the answer. So that is equal to 50 upon EI. Okay. So here we have completed up to this. Now last thing that is remaining, calculation of reaction and moment. Calculation of reaction and moment. So last step. So here we require only bending moment diagram. So we will calculate only moments here. How to calculate reaction, that is already explained in member approach. But we are not doing SFD. If you want to draw SFD, then you have to consider the reaction also in that part. So now we will concentrate only on the moment calculation. So use the equation that is explained in previous video. That equation is AM is equal to AML plus AMB into D. Okay, this equation. So in this equation, this AM, that means unknown moment, unknown forces. Okay, so our member is member ABC. So here write down the unknown moments MAB, final A moments MAB, BA, BC, and CD. Total 4 moments will be there unknown. Here this is the beam AB, BC. So these are the final moments. This side is AB, BA, BC and CD. Okay, these moments we have to calculate. The final end moments is equal to. Now this AML. It means the meaning of this, it is already explained to you in previous video. AML is the moment or the action corresponding to the restraint structure. Okay, so here from restraint structure you have to write those moments corresponding to this one. So node A, B, C, A, B, B, C. Okay, so those moments you have to write here from restraint structure. So see the restraint structure figure. This is the restraint structure figure. This is MAB, BA, BC, CD. So these moments you have to write here in that AML column matrix. So see the moments are 75 minus 75, 50 minus 50. So that moment write down here. AB, BA, BC and CD. Okay, plus now this AMB matrix. So this matrix it will be of order 2 by 4. We have 4 unknowns here. Okay, so there will be 4 elements in 2 columns, and 2 columns are because of 2 degrees of freedom. So here the order of this matrix will be degree of freedom multiplied by 4. Okay, because 4 elements will be there. If it is a 2-member beam, okay, if it is a 3-member beam, in that case 2 more elements will be there. So order of that matrix will be degree of freedom multiplied by 6. Okay, so in that way you have to write this one. So here these 2 columns are corresponding to when theta B equal to 1 and when theta C equal to 1. When theta B equal to 1 and when theta C equal to 1. So first we will complete this column that is under the figure of theta B equal to 1. So what you have to write here? All the values of moment here when theta B equal to 1. So moment at A, moment at B for AB member, moment at B for BC member and moment at C in BC member when theta B equal to 1. So those key places. So EI is constant, so that we will write outside the matrix, and only the components that we will write here, coefficients. So see here, when theta B equal to 1, AB member, BC member. So here, this is the moment MAB, this is BA, this is BC and this is CD. So AB is 0.667 and BA is 1.333. So write down that here, 0.67 and 1.33. Now next 2 elements, this is BC and this is CD. So BC moment is 1 EI and CD moment is 0.5 EI. So write down that coefficient here, 1 and 0.5. Okay, this column completed. Now second column when theta C equal to 1. So when theta C equal to 1, that time only one member it is drawn here. When theta C equal to 1, only one member, so only 2 moments are there, BC and CD. Okay, AB and BA moment will be 0. So write down here 0, 0, 0.5 and 1. Okay, so this way this AMB matrix is written corresponding to these unknown degrees of freedom. Okay, whatever values are here, okay, the values of these moments in that figure. So values of these moments from restraint structure, values of same these 4 moments from this figure when theta B equal to 1, values of same moments when theta C equal to 1, these values into this D. So D matrix, that is your unknown matrix from the previous equation, that is theta b is 0, theta c value is 50 upon EI. 50 upon EI. Okay, so do the calculation of this one and calculate this. So here, first there is a multiplication of this A and B into B. So we will write this column as it is here. 75 minus 75, 50 minus 50. Plus, now the multiplication of these two. So here it will be a column matrix. 4 elements will be there from this. So first row into column. Okay, that will be first element here. Then second row into this column, second element. Third row into this column, third element, and fourth element will be from fourth row into this column. Okay, so here how that multiplication is done. First row into this column, that is first element into first element plus second element into second element. So see here, this first element 0.67 into 0 plus 0 into 50. So that answer will be 0. Second element, second row into same column. So second row, first element into first element 1.33 into 0, 0 plus 0 into this 50. Second element is also 0. Third element, third row into column. So this in third row, first element into first element of here 1 into 0, 0 plus 0.5 into 50. So that is equal to 25 into EI upon EI gets cancelled. So only 25 value is there. Okay. And last element, that is this fourth row into this column. So first element of fourth row into first element of column, 0.5 into 0, 0 plus 1 into 50. 50 into EI upon EI gets cancelled. So final answer are addition directly 75 plus 0, 75 minus 75 plus 0, 50 plus 25, 75 minus 50 plus 50, 0. So these are the values of final values of these four moments. Now we will draw the final bending moment diagram. Okay. So here for that, draw a line sketch of member ABC. Okay. So first we will plot this bending moment, all having unit kilonewton meter. ABC. AB moment is anti-clockwise. So this anti-clockwise moment, this 75, ordinate it is in upward direction, 75 Newton meter. Then here, I will show the moment here. AB 75, BA minus 75, BC plus 75 anti-clockwise, and this moment is 0. Okay. So here at this P point, this moment it is in upward direction, and this side BA and BC are always having same magnitude opposite direction. Okay, because that is the roller support, internal roller support. Okay, continuous joint, and at that joint, according to the equilibrium, that support it is in the equilibrium. Support D it is in the equilibrium. Therefore, MBA and BC having same magnitude opposite direction. So here from this side for member AB, that moment is in a clockwise direction, and for member BC 75 it is in an anti-clockwise direction. So these two arrows, they take that magnitude or coordinate 75 in a upward direction. So join this line, and last moment is 0. So here that simply join with a straight line. Okay, so this is what your support moment bending moment diagram, that is also called as negative bending moment diagram. And over this you have to superimpose free BMD. So free BMD, that is according to the external loading given on that beam. So external loading on the beam is, here it is UDL of 25 kilonewton per meter, and this is a point load 100 kilonewton at center, 2 meter, and here it is 6 meter. So calculate the maximum bending moment because of this external load, and that you have to superimpose over this fixed BMD. Okay, so here 25 into 6 square, Wh square upon 8. That is the maximum bending moment for this UDL. So it is 112.5 and it is in a parabolic shape. So here this positive 112.5 kilometer meter, and under this point load WL upon 4, that is divided by 4, it is 100. So here under point load in a triangular shape, that is equal to 100. Okay, so this is positive and this BMD, that is fixed BMD, support BMD, it is negative bending moment. So here this is your final BMD. Okay, thank you.